Hello, I'm ABX Toy Cat, and welcome back to another live stream on the internet. Today, I'm going to be doing something so wildly exciting, it's going to blow your mind. Because the Death Star project, something in the old part of the Let's Play world, is something that I started many years ago. It's not actually a Death Star, I don't know how I even called it that. I don't even like talking about Star Wars, but basically, it's something that I've never finished, and that every now and then someone says, hey Toy Cat, you should finish that, and that every time I try to finish, it just gets worse, and I realize it can't be finished. Except, I have a strategy. Maybe, just maybe. I want to talk about it more in the future, but if you want to do any form of building in amounts of stone, you need to get yourself some stone. So I've got myself a silk touch pickaxe, I've got myself a big area down here that I want to mine out regardless, and we're going to be mining out precisely this, and we'll be doing so to, one, make the underside of the village prettier, because there's like, it's a multi-layer village, I think that's cool by itself, and two, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be mining stone and talking about home. You know, mining things with stone is hard. Like, mining stone and going to pwn the Minecraft gods, that is, or the YouTube audience. You know, it's been so long since I heard the word pwn, by the way. Can we just mention, like, before we get into anything else today, there are some serious topics we could talk about. But isn't it wacky how fast certain slang dies while other slang lives? And one of the best examples of that must be the word pwn, like P-W-N, like, oh yeah, pwned. No one says that anymore. I mean, it doesn't even make sense when you think about it as a word, like, oh yeah, it's a way of saying owned, but with a P for reasons. And like, it's one of those things where like, it works for a little bit, but it's, you know, I really think it proves the point that language, like, part of language is just like, you know, fad-based. But if something isn't a very useful tool for communication, like if it does something we already have, then it doesn't last very long. And the word pwned clearly proves that beyond anything else. Make a beacon, says Kian Kasradorf. People always ask me to make a beacon, and I cannot tell you any way in the world that you could make me want to make a beacon less than by telling me to make one. Like, oh, you should make a beacon. You know what I'm going to do? Not beacon ever. It's a good idea. It'd give me better mining speed. Am I going to do it? Nope. You better believe I like spiting you more than I like being more efficient. No, there's a few things people like to tell me of like, hey, yeah, you know, you could do this, that, and it's like, not every, you know, like, every now and then on YouTube, there's this like part of the audience that insists that when you're playing Minecraft, the only goal you should ever have is to do it exactly the way they want to do it. It's like, no, this is Minecraft. It's a creative game. It's a game where you can do things in different ways. Some of those ways are less efficient, and obviously it's better not to do some of those things sometimes. But if your only feedback is like, I want this, then it's like, well, you know, we're going to play Minecraft differently. And one of my favorite things is annoying people who, you know, request certain things. And in this case, you get to be one of those people. So, only the cool kids breathe, says Milo Hobo. Oh no, only the cool kids don't breathe. You know who breathes? Lame people who don't have any social life. What the real cool kids do is hold in their breath all day. Because breathing, you know, oxygen, nerds have that. Also, Daniel Holmes, thank you. I'm Welsh. Thank you for the first tip of the day, Daniel Holmes. I've you know, been like streaming a lot of Minecraft Dungeons recently, and the interesting thing about like streaming for like a lot longer, something I've noticed is like the spacing out of like the, you know, people who tip inside to this is much more like diverse or whatever, or like it's much more spread out. And so it's a kind of weird thing to be back in the world of the Minecraft stream. Because I honestly, you know, we shouldn't talk about it too much here, but I've been loving Minecraft Dungeons as a game. Like, I was so tempted to be today like, okay, let's do some Minecraft Dungeons, but I was like, you know what, it makes sense, let's play some Minecraft, let's chill, let's do some normal stuff. So that's what we're doing some more today. We're just gonna be doing some normalish stuff, and in this case, normal stuff means mining stone, as well as the other things that come past, because we need it for the Death Star. Get the diorite, it's the best, said Atwood Chain. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of all of the ingredients, besides, like, anything besides iron. Debatably, we should be doing this at a lower level, but again, we need to clear out the space anyway, so we'll do precisely that. Hey, Dominic Federman. Hi, Daddy. Hello, Dominic Federman. If that's what you want to call me, that's a-okay, my man. You can call me whatever you'd like to. Use efficiency 5 in a beacon. You see this? Efficiency 4 and no beacon. Oh, do you want to try and stop me? The only way to stop me is by liking this video. That's right, friends. Like this video. And then I will stop doing the things that apparently hurt you. Speaking of things that hurt people, Bretzel just gave $2.99. Thank you very much, friend. You know, your name sounds like you're Brett, but you're partially a pretzel. But your profile picture's a black sheep, so I don't know what I meant to take from that. But what I will take from that is that we need to add goats to Minecraft. I agree, Mr. Demotivational Speaker. Side note, demotivational speakers be like my favorite role in the world. Like, just go to conventions and convince people that you shouldn't follow your dreams. Because honestly, okay, this is dumb, but more people need to be told not to follow their dreams. Like, I think there is like there is a contingent of people in the world that need to be told, yeah, follow your dreams, it's a good idea. And then there's a contingent of people in the world that need to be told, you know what, your dreams are unrealistic. It's not a, like, you know, okay, what it is, right, is like, if you want stability in the world, following your dreams isn't always the best idea. If you want to achieve your dreams, even if it's a small chance, if you think you're the best, or you know, there's even a chance you're the best, you should do that. I wish there was an actual way we could work out. You know, there's a bit in Brooklyn Nine-Nine where Terry gets you know, this guy he fires this guy, and the way he fires them, because he's not allowed to actually fire him, is he's like, oh yeah, I'll just convince him to follow his dreams. But then we discover he's really bad at his dreams, and it's like, oh god, we need to get him that job back soon because he's not gonna find another one. And that kind of like joke, that kind of like play on things, is kind of how it should be in the real world. Like, you know what? Following your dreams is a terrible idea. That might work out for some people. It's kind of like, you know, like so many, this actually irks me to this day. So many like actors and so many people in these like super rare positions have these like, have this advice of, what you gotta do is you gotta always follow your dreams. And the reason they give that advice is because it's like, it's uncontroversial and it's advice that anyone can look at and be like, yeah, I will, and you'll like relate to it. But the reason it's such bad advice is because it's like, you know what? You've got to risk your entire life on something that isn't a short thing and isn't even close to a short thing. Like, if you sell everything you own, fly out to, you know, Hollywood and try and get a role in a movie, do you know what happens to you when you do that? You become, I mean, like, at best, you might, you know, like, you know, get yourself like, you know, like some, you know, commercial job doing something. If you're really, really lucky, you get fined by the right people. You know, like the okay option is like, okay, you find yourself a temporary job till the acting gigs come, and then they never do. Or, you know, the more realistic outcome of those two things is like, oh yeah, you don't have money, you wasted it all, and now you're stranded in a foreign place with no way to get home. Like the whole like, oh, you know what? Just follow your dreams, let the rest happen for itself is always like a, you know, someone, as long as there's someone to bail you out, you can follow your dreams and they'll bail you out. That's what that really should be. Like, it's a thing that to me, like, yells, oh yeah, I have a good support system in my life that means that I can, you know, totally just go ahead and do this. Brett plus Bretzel, because Brett is my name. Oh yeah, I got that, Mr. Bretzel. Don't you worry. I understand the Bretzel joke. That's why you should have been a programmer, lol. Like, you know, programmer's a good example of like, you know, learn the skills. You're highly needed. So even if you're like, even if you smell like literal garbage and you are, you're someone who, I don't know, has no social skills. Also, you know, you don't get along well with other people and your name is something awful like John, you know? Sounds like it's fake. No one's going to believe it on the top of the CV. Even in those situations, Johns of the world, don't try and pretend you exist. Every time I say John's a fake name, one guy's like, John's my real name. No, it isn't. You're faking it. It's fine. How most of the adult industry got its actors. You know, I don't disagree with that one entirely. The truth is that following your dream, making reckless decisions is a good idea 1% of the, or you know, it's whatever the success rate is. It's usually like 1% of the time. And then the rest of the time, what it really comes... Oh no, villagers, you shouldn't be coming down here. Okay, that's a bad thing. We need to stop that from happening in the future. We'll place some, like... Man, this is the first time a villager's come down here in all this time. It's a big problem. I just joined. Is this a particular room you're making? See, now, you might think there is some logic to the madness here, but I assure you, all I'm actually doing today is mining at semi-random pace, and the reason we're doing that is because I need a lot of stone. And this is just a, like, this is a place that I need to expand into anyway. So we're going to be using it as our little example. So place the iron ore in, like, here, I think is where we placed it. There we go. Keep the iron ore stack going. And then we're going to put all of the stone in this blue box. Right now, it's also a box for other things, but it can become a stone box too, with a little bit of effort. There we go. Look at that. Now we got a place for our stone and our gravel too, apparently. Imagine mining stone and getting cobblestone, says Asteroid BK. See, theoretically, there is at least a theory that you should mine cobblestone and smelt it up because you get experience. It's just, to me, the little bit of experience isn't worth the extra pain. But maybe that's a thing. John is the dollar store version of Sean. But yeah, like, to me, I've always found it wacky that, like, so many people have a support system where they can make reckless decisions and kind of get home. You know, like, let's say that you're stranded in a foreign country and, you know, you need to... Your flight home was just cancelled or something. You need to buy a new flight. What do you do in that case, chat? Wait, yeah, honest question. I want to know. You're stranded in a foreign country. You need to get home. You do not have a flight. And you do not have any money on you with which to buy the flight. Also, what is this villager doing right here? How did you get in here and why? I have a lot of questions. We need to make sure that doesn't happen again. Let's go to the... Oh, no. Okay, that's just the one guy. We'll leave one villager down here so we can argue that it's like a whole thing. Fly home because I can fly. Haha. That's funny. I'm laughing. It's a good joke. That's humor. I become an illegal immigrant. Swim back. Work for money. Sneak on a plane. Beg my family for money. We got cool parents. Steal a plane and fly back home. Well, I mean, technically speaking, if you commit a crime, they might extradite you, so that would get you home very slowly and very... I mean, it'd be a big back and forth with the embassy, but, you know, ignoring that, solid idea. Don't go to the foreign country easy, says Daniel Lamping. I see we have an American in the stream. But, hey Toycat, this is my first time watching one of your streams, says Liam Roebuck. Hello, Mr. Liam Roebuck. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing great. I'm doing okay. Such legal choices expressed in chat. Yeah, oh, we need to build the wood thing still. Actually, I kind of want a second villager down here. Because if we get 2 down here, we can start, like, a miniature second village, almost. Thank you, Skullboy Fire 54. I hope you're doing well today. I've been having a, honestly, kind of weird Sunday. Gamble and try to get first class as demotivational speaker. How are you going to gamble if you have no money to... If you have no money to get home, you're like, you know, I have no money to get home. But do you know what's free? Gambling. Wait a minute. Gambling's not free. That's not how that works. Thank you, Skullboy Fire again. I'm sometimes confused when people leave their messages with, like... When people leave the super chats with, like, nothing attached. It's like, you know, here's the thing. I'm gonna go find a foreign lover and stay there forever. I mean, that's... I like that as the adventure move, right? I've always wondered why more people aren't willing to, like, just get up and move their entire lives. Just on, like... You know, because, like, the best place for you to be in the world right now, statistically, isn't where you were born. Like, the place where you're wanted most in the world, for 99% of people, isn't the place where you are born. But yet, that is where most people live. I know, I had this depressing realization. I don't know why it was depressing to me. But this guy, there was this guy I used to know. He was really nice. And he told me about how, like, because he said that his like, aunt was related to this, like, super chavvy guy, basically. I don't know how to describe him. Let's just say a guy who I wish the misfortune of being related to or no one. And I was like, huh, how's that even possible? Like, you're so different. It's like, oh yeah, well, my aunt is from over there and his aunt, you know, like, oh, this, that. It's like, wait a minute, so your aunt is in this area too? Because, like, my family's always been, like, spread around. And he's like, yeah, my family's from here. My grandparents are from here, and it just went back the whole way. And it's like, oh man, that's... I don't know why that made me, like, so sad. But the idea, like, endless generations back, it just went on that they were born in this terrible, terrible, terrible town. Like, you know, like, I'm not even terrible. I guess, like, honestly, like, everyone thinks where they're born is terrible. And that's what makes it even worse to me, that, like, people don't even like where they grow up, but they still stay there. I don't know. Also, thank you very much to Grand V Reaper. Fake some drugs to sell to get a flight. So that's how. The thing is, how do you find people to sell drugs to in a foreign country? What is your actual strategy for that? Because like it sounds not too awful, Mr. Grand V Reaper, but I don't see it. Also, I like melons because you can sell them to villagers. I don't actually want them for me. Don't you worry about that, friendo. Okay, so I'm gonna make myself a trapdoor with this wood, and I'm gonna place it up there in a minute. Actually, like 2 or 3 trapdoors. Thank you, Tobeans. What a wacky name. Something based on a cat. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Again, I've been through a weird world. Okay, wait. Acacia trapdoors times 2. You know what? Sure. 2 acacia trapdoors. That seems like a logical way to stop villagers coming down. And now we can place these, like, here and here. And as we open them, we can get down, but villagers probably can't. I don't know if that's true. I guess we'll find it out if villagers don't get down or not. Steve Skin says Ender Warden. Yeah, Minecraft does not care about my skin delay. Look, it just keeps... I literally can't even change the skin without switching to a new one. It's awful. Nobody said I wouldn't donate twice. Yeah, you show them, Skullboy Fire. Today my drink, by the way, is Arizona green tea with ginseng and Georgia peach, by the way. Georgia peach. Oh, okay. Fail to load character 4. Again, I don't know what's wrong with the character created today. Like, it keeps switching me back and forth between Steve and Alex. I don't quite understand why. I find it weird, but that's where we are. Why is the face cam on the right? We switched to Minecraft Dungeons, and you know what? I don't want to switch it back. I kind of like it on the right. Kind of got used to that. Up yours, Karen. Yeah, show you who you are, Karen. Get out of here with oh yeah, I wanted to kind of finish off and just say, like, so Kat, how you today? Been loving the Minecraft Dungeon streams? They're the coziest. Yeah, I do think there's something interesting that, like, Minecraft Dungeons is a really fun game to stream. I worry that it has no real, like, future compared to, you know, obviously regular Minecraft. Because it's got the... Okay, wait. Is that correct? This is correct. I worry that the game will be only relevant for, like, streaming and video purposes for, like, a week. I wonder, like, you know, because Mojang is, like, such a... They're a studio that has so much of their success related to YouTube. I wonder how they intend to fix that, or if they just don't even. If they literally think that you can make a good game and people will come to play it. Because if so, that'd be a really interesting, like, thing to see, right? Do you think that, like... Because, wouldn't... Okay, you know, sometimes you see companies do this, where they don't know why they're successful. And one of my favorite examples of this, because in the gaming space, Twitch is like every single time we live stream here, like especially now we have like a certain number of people who seem to show up every time. Which, by the way, thank you anyone who shows up to watch more than one of these. A lot of people here for the first time. Thank you to those who have been here a lot of times. And if this is your first one, statistically you won't be here again, but I hope that you choose to regardless. But yeah, now that there's like regulars here, people will like compare it to Twitch. They say, why aren't you on Twitch, etc, etc. Did you know Twitch is actually the offshoot of a site called Justin TV? They used to really hate gamers being on Justin TV. They used to be like, ugh, you know, we don't want video game streams because that's not the sort of thing we're going for. Like, the way game streaming works is so different to the way like regular streaming works in some ways that they saw as a different thing. And that's why Twitch was spun off as its own thing, because Twitch is just the gaming side of Justin TV. You weren't allowed to stream games on Justin TV, only on Twitch. And, you know, obviously Twitch was way more successful than Justin TV. But it's a thing of, like, they could have easily gone the other way, and instead of making a whole new place for game streaming, have just been like, nah, we don't want this at all. Because that's almost what YouTube did back in 2010. YouTube didn't let you make money on any gaming videos. Like, they didn't want to deal with the legal, you know, side of things. So they just said, if you are a gaming channel, you will not make money. That was the you know, you couldn't. It sounds weird to say, but like, they wouldn't let you run ads on videos if you had gaming things. I used to make videos back then, not for money, obviously. I think there's proof that I didn't do it for money. Fun fact. But the whole logic on that was like, oh yeah, I don't want to deal with the copyright. But they had so many little initiatives that were basically like, gamers, you know, they shouldn't be able to do whatever they're doing. And it's this thing that you see time after time again, where a company gets successful, but doesn't even realize quite why it's successful. It doesn't realize what they have done that, you know, is so interesting to people. And I wonder how many companies are successful for reasons they don't even know. I don't know. Here's a small example. I think we spoke about oat milk very briefly yesterday. Isn't it weird that, like, okay, why is oat milk successful? You might think, oh yeah, it's some combination of, you know, lactose intolerant people plus vegans plus, and it's like, no. The reason, like, oat milk is successful is you convince people who are consuming, you know, all you have to do, rather than trying to go for a big share of a small market, they went for a small share of a big market. It's a niche milk or whatever, right? And you can take a lot of businesses that, like, know what they're doing and, like, oh yeah, the best thing to do is to try and, you know, like, aiming for more people is a good idea. And I worry that Minecraft is on that side of, like, you know, the reason that Minecraft has grown so much, you can put it down to a lot of factors, but I feel like trying to say that YouTube wasn't one of the biggest ones is something that, like, someone, you know, like, any company that's successful on the internet wants to say it's all them first. And I wonder if Minecraft doesn't realize that, like, oh yeah, streamers is a big part of this. And if you can't build a game that's unique and interesting to stream over the long run, because people seem to be enjoying Minecraft Dungeons right now. Oh, by the way, tomorrow we're going to be streaming, I think, Apocalypse mode, so, like, the hardest difficulty. Like, it's going to be an interesting thing. But, like, once that's done, if we beat Apocalypse mode, is there any, like, interesting going back to it? I want to know your opinions right now, chat. Like, once you beat the hardest difficulty in Minecraft Dungeons, what do you think they can actually do to make it so that you want to not only play it, but also watch it? Because that to me is something that will determine the long-term success. Unless they don't want a long-term success, which would be weird to me, but it's possible. Also, thank you, thoughts on spam, not actual spam, the food spam. So this is Georgia peaches, by the way. And let me tell you, peaches are such a bad fruit. They taste like very little. I've never really had spam. I've got a single portion of spam sitting somewhere in my kitchen that I just can't bring myself to eat. Lol, completing a game for its release, that'd be an achievement. Oh, I should do it tomorrow. Yeah, I should do it tomorrow just before the release time. Just so we can say we beat the game before it came out. That would be a fun idea. You know what, Harrison Gray, you convinced me. Also, make Minecraft Dungeons on Dreams. Randomization. Roguelike generated levels that can't infinitely. Yeah, that'd be, honestly, I think that's the best way to do it. Like, have random generation levels that you can set as hard as you like, so the challenge is always like that. But not just difficulty, because difficulty doesn't alone make a game. Difficulty and, like, fun little variables. Kind of like how Super Mario Maker... Honestly, yeah, the smartest thing to do would be, like, go the Super Mario Maker route, where it's like, here is a fun game and fun mechanics, but then you can make levels that you can share with other people. So green tea with ginseng and peach juice. I was worried about how it tastes, because it is a... Oh, it's not a 0-calorie drink at all. But it's good. I love real peaches, but peach aroma food and drinks taste rotten, said cyanide. I've never actually tried a real peach. I totally should. Also, Jin says, are you still looking for a speed seed? Says, oh wait, I said your thing and then I said says at the end. You know, I can words, right? I promise you. So, no, I wouldn't say we are looking for a speedrunning seed right now, necessarily. If you have one, please send it to me. I would love to see it. But I don't think I'm going to be able to speed... Like, I think there was that Goldilocks period where you could speedrun in the beta. And I don't... Okay, honestly, like... I've said this before and I've said it again. Even the speedrun community agrees on this, that, like... The idea of being able to speedrun in betas is kind of dumb. Like, it was a... They accidentally allowed it as, like, a sure if you want to. And then someone did really well on a beta and, like... That was a thing. Then the beta broke. Then there was another one. Then that beta broke. Now there's this one. Now this beta broke. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, like... There are now dozens of Minecraft records set on imaginary versions of Minecraft. And, together, between them, they defeat the point of what a speedrun is meant to be, in my opinion at least. But you can disagree. And you know what else you can do? You can smash the like button. Also, what's that staircase doing there? What a weird... You know, let's just mine through here a bit more. And make a nice little corner going. Why no haste to beacon? It would be so much quicker, says the Joe. You know what? Sometimes the real... Also, what is this? I wonder what it's got. 2 villagers, maybe? Some drowns? Oh, okay, yep, it's villagers. Oh, it's that hole in the ground. We can let the villagers out now. Obviously, they'd be trapped down here, which is a problem. You know what? We'll deal with that problem later. Yeah, we got a bunch of villagers. All of which we can trade some coal with this guy. Get a couple of emeralds rolling. Yeah, you know what? We'll come back to this later. We'll come back to this one later. It's a solid way to trade the villagers, though. So we'll leave that be. Chill stream, says Ultimel. Thank you. I like that. I'm a little, I don't know, every time we do a chill stream, a part of me is like, man, you know what people want? They want high quality, insane action all the time. And then another part of me is like, maybe it is more fun to do it this way. I know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I was promised to only see mining stone. Why is granite being mined? You know what, Evan Doherty? You just got clockbaited. It's actually clickbaited still, because it's nothing to do with the time. But I like the word clockbaited a lot, so we're going to stick with that. Why do all YouTubers want people to smash the like button? Aren't you worried it'll break? Yeah, I don't know why it can't be like, hey, gamers, if you like this stream, make sure to gently caress that like button. Because you know what, the like button is important to me, and therefore I want you to take good care of it. It's like, smash it, make it feel pain, keep smashing it till blood comes out. Keep smashing it even once the blood comes out until you physically can't anymore. It's like, that is not a healthy relationship dynamic, is what I reckon. Last time we were in this village, we farmed 4 melons in 2.5 hours. Melon juice makes me very efficient, Mr. Harrison. I don't know what you're talking about. Also, thank you very much to Casey Deva, $1, and not listening for the 2 Canadian. Your video streams have really helped me during lockdown, something to look forward to, and there's nothing else to enjoy. Give yourself some credit, thank you. I want to give my, like, honestly, what it is I have this, like, this is unhealthy, but, like, it vaguely works to keep me making the things that make me, you know, like, alive and successful. But, yeah, whenever, like, I have a video that I enjoy that does well, because if a video does well that I think is bad, I'm like, well, you know what, YouTube algorithm. But when I put a lot of time and effort into a video, like, and, like, we get an editor involved, we, like, do all this stuff, and it does well, a part of me is like, yes, oh, thank God. It you know, like, and those are, like, my best moods, and, like, when, obviously, like, I make good videos that don't do well, or, like, you know, the opposite. It does kind of, like, weigh on me emotionally. And right now, there's this funny thing. Actually, can I... So, I wanna hear your thoughts on this one, because, like, as a YouTuber, every single YouTuber, especially in the gaming space, had this huge increase in, like, viewers, subscribers, any metric you can look at. Starting about 2 months ago. What happened 2 months ago? Wow, I cannot tell you, friends. Something changed in the world. I don't know what, you know, people keep talking about it. It definitely hasn't showed up in any news articles, so how are you meant to know about it? It's just impossible. But something happened in 90 minutes. It's nice to have your work appreciated. Yeah, it really is. Like, I think either YouTube is the best or the worst place to go if you like words of affirmation or approval or whatever word you want to use. Like, it's nice to... One of the things that we lack sometimes in the world is just someone being like, hey, you did a good job. Like, just being like, you know what? You did good. You did, you know, what you've done right here, that's good enough. You can do better, potentially, sure. But right now, this is great. This is, like, what someone should be proud of. I feel like... Oh, yeah, I still don't really know what we're doing here. I just know we got a lot of villagers. Should we make a little build? You know, okay, just for now. We'll make a little diorite box for them. Just right here. There we go. It's it's 3x4 now, so I guess we'll just mine these blocks again. Place them over here. Okay, 4x4 area. Place a thing along the ceiling. And a thing along the ceiling. And now we mine the... Oh, Lord! How many villagers did we have in a... Okay. You know what, chat? Today I learned we had a lot of villagers hiding in a hole. I thought it was like 3 that falling down there. I have so many fishing villagers. You know what? All of the problems in my village all suddenly make a lot of sense to me. All of a sudden, I'm starting to understand why maybe I couldn't get more villagers to spawn. I literally spilled villagers. What? So, honestly, okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to stop this happening again. Because that is serious. That's a problem. I think everyone can agree that's a problem. Your shovel needs repair, says Outboard Chain. I reckon it's fine. I reckon no repairs needed here, friend. So yeah, we need to stop that. Okay, we did already actually put a little mechanism in place just to prevent this. But somehow they all fell down there anyway. So let's place back there. These little... What even is this? Why does this exist? It doesn't need to. So we'll place a torch there and a torch here. Brick that up and pray no one looks in there. And here's another villager. He's a toolsmith, but that's okay. You know, I had so many... Oh, there's a cat in there. Man, you know, I set this village up so long ago that none of it makes any sense. Like, in the slightest anymore. But that's okay. Things don't need to make sense. We will learn that lesson the hard way, I'm sure. There we go. Nice. Do you remember the... I'm drinking water every time he does because I need to stay hydrated, says Lily West. See, Lily West, I like that as a... You know, that's a wholesome challenge. Drink water whenever the YouTuber does. See when you do these things. Stream title is lying. Is the stream title lying or am I lying? There's the question for you. The answer is that I'm lying. I'm sorry. I don't intend to lie. How to run away from problems? Just cover it with stone and let it be. Yeah, the whole point of this whole project is to run away from my Death Star problems by covering it in stone. So it seems fitting that in the middle of this, we run into more issues that can be fixed in that precise same way. Oh, we got drowns down there. You know what? Let's kill the drowns. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Okay, this is a problem. This is a problem. Okay, not anymore. It's not. I should light this area up.
Eating the wither but drunk. Seriously though, thank you. Your insights in previous vids have really helped my anxiety.
Oh, God.
I tend to watch one and then let YouTube roll through your back catalog.
Okay, so first of all, thank you very much, Mr. Person with a black cat, but Tom Trigner, for the £10. That means a lot by itself. Thank you for the tip. But second of all, I think the beating the wither but drunk idea is not the worst thing. I want to do some beat the wither from scratch challenge in Minecraft soon, just to like improve my wither skills. I'd love to see how that whole thing goes. Third of all, to get, I guess the biggest problem is just the wither skulls. That's why I'm always like, oh. But yeah, beat the wither without taking a single bit of damage. I kind of want to do it. Honestly, I want to do like a starting in the nether challenge. There's a lot of stream challenges I want to do. Like, I just have to wait for something to happen first. But Tom Trigner. Your way of watching videos is really interesting to me because a lot of people say basically the same thing, and the data backs that one up too. But that kind of adds to my terror in the world. Like, it's all down to some external factors. Honestly, one of my biggest like personal fears kind of comes down to like, oh yeah, there are lots of things that happen that you can never have any control over. But just in case anyone else has this like same fear, it's impossible to like ever fully get rid of. Like, you're never fully in control of life, and that's just a terrifying fact that you get used to or you don't get used to. But it doesn't affect the fact that it is, regardless of your thinking. But yeah, the interesting thing. Oh god, is this actually? Yeah, this is wide enough. But the wait, we have to go to bed. No, I'm gonna do a little bit of mining first, just because I feel like we're doing a little bit too many rotations. Feeling like out of control of everything is one of the like scarier feels out there for a lot of people. But hopefully, anyone who feels that ever can realize, like, you know what? You're in control. Even if, like, even though you feel out of, like when you feel out of control, it's like, oh yeah, I am not in control of this thing. And then it's another step further by the fact that you don't feel in control of how you feel about that thing. You know, the objective best thing to feel would be good all the time, right? Like if we were fully in control of our brains, or if rather the parts of our brain that we use to express ideas was in control of our brains the entire time, we'd always feel good. But we don't, and therefore, you know, the human curse is that we know we want to be good, but we're not. But the thing that ooh, more cola. The thing that I kind of like think about with that is that you're not in direct control of all of your emotions. You're only in indirect control at any given point in time. You're not in direct control of how you feel regarding, like, you know, any particular thing. And that's, you know, a lot of people go through the moments where they dive through the back catalog and just chill, because, like, what else are you gonna do? But the reason I mention it is because I really feel like it's a reminder that even though you're not in direct control of most things and how you feel, and if you're terrified and stuff, you are in control of even when you're not in control of those things, you are in control of, like, all the indirect things that affect you. Like, you know, one of the dumbest things that happens more often than I care to admit is I don't eat you know, like, food for like 12 hours or something, because I'm like, oh, I'm busy, I can't eat food. And then I get, like, really, really angry. You know, hangry, right? It's a super dumb thing. And when you're in the midst of hanger, if you want to call it that, again, it's such a dumb term, but it is accurate. When you're in the midst of hanger, you're just like, oh, I'm just mad. I just want, you know, like, you don't think in super rational sentences. But once you're done, you're like, oh yeah, that was kind of stupid. What just happened there, huh? Also, let's go through the melon farm to get to where we need to be next. Let's mine all the way for our... Oh, God. You know, let's chop down some melons as we go from here. Why not, right? And let's see from here how far we can go across to here, and how far we have to go across to hit this thing. And let's pray we haven't already hit it. Ooh, we totally already have hit it. That's a problem we can deal with later. I don't eat food, says dash dash. You know what? That is a direct quote from me. You can quote me on that one. No, sometimes I do totally go through phases where I'm just like... Again, it's so dumb. This is a really... You know, like... I can't claim to have any intelligent thought in the world, when at the same time I've been like, I want to eat, but I'm too busy right now. And then I've had that same thought like 3 meals in a row. And then it's been like 18 hours since I last ate. And I'm just like, I need... You know, the next time... Because every single time you ignore your food urge, it gets, like, higher and higher, right? What's your favorite ice cream? Said Jade Kennedy. Thank you, Jade Kennedy. My favorite, off the top of my head, is rum raisin. I don't like raisins very much at all. And I think rum is, like, it's alcoholic. Like, it's got a... It doesn't have, like, a great taste. It's got an alcohol taste. But rum raisin ice cream, like, it doesn't taste like rum or raisins. It's got this, like, amazing, just, like, complex flavor to it. So yeah, if you ever meet me in real life, buy me rum raisin ice cream and we'll be friends. Because it's, again, like, you know, you assume that, like, oh yeah, well, food is just food. It's just sustenance. What can it really mean? It means a lot, you know. This is why people meet clients at dinner. Like, you buy them food, they buy you food. The ritual of, like, getting to know someone over food is so effective because you're both at, like, your most satiated as individuals and at your most cooperative when you're got a full belly. If you want to guarantee that a negotiation will go bad, make sure the chief negotiators are both very hungry, would be my pro tip. Like, you know, just make them hungry people, and you'll see bad outcomes very soon. But yeah, the fact that, like, such a simple outward desire can really... I will buy you all the rum raisin ice cream. Thank you, Noah Cobos Grant. Mint ice cream is underrated. I go through phases with mint ice cream. When I was most recently in California for... you know, like, just before this whole thing started a couple of months ago. Who knows what it is. I tried something called, like, grasshopper ice cream. It was, like, mint ice cream with a little bit of chocolate. And that was, like, ooh, perfect. Why are people so rude and ignorant but think they know everything, says Jessica Forsyth. It's that, to me, that really comes down to the whole, like, the less you know, the more you think you know. Like, the Dunning-Kruger effect. The only way to truly have an accurate understanding of what you know Because, you know, like, there are lots of things I think I know that I probably don't, you know? Even, like, quantum mechanics, every time I understand it, I'm like, yeah. So it's just, quantum mechanics is based on percentages, and it's like, no, I don't really know. I'm just going to make guesses in what I do know. And those guesses are going to have disastrous outcomes if I'm placed in a decision where I have power over them. And sadly, every single day, there are people who have power over you. Sometimes it's just power over your emotions. Like, you know, this person, I care about them enough to let them affect how I feel, and they're gonna wreck you. And I'm sorry for that. I feel attacked because I'm eating my first meal in 20 hours, and I'm always thinking, I need to finish this thing first, then I'll go eat, and I do a bunch of long fasts in a row. See, right, Tony A, like, I love food so much, and I totally do the same thing. Just came back from making food. Do you like rum on its own vote? Personally, I'm a rum hater. So I'm just gonna quickly think. Can I directly mention this on YouTube? Okay, I can tell. We can keep referring to this as the place where nothing happened in that one stream that no one remembers. Yes, exactly. That's what stream that no one remembers. I don't remember that stream. So, again, because I don't want to make any direct references to alcohol, unrelated to the rum question. This is very unrelated. This has no relation to the rum question, but I have these cool glasses that were filled with a liquid that very much wasn't rum. It was not rum, not alcohol at all. And both of these glasses that I keep around, this little monkey glass and this little skull glass. I guess this is a monkey skull, so it's 2 skull glasses. Both of these were filled with an alcoholic liquid that wasn't rum. It was not rum. Okay, is that, like, good enough? Not, see, that's, I'm impervious to any issues now. But yeah, no, it's basically I do, in fact, like liquids that are not rum. Very much. I even like liquids that aren't rum. There we go. There we go, friends. But yeah, I think it was AJ, right? I totally make the same mistake. Like, I love food, and I know on every logical level that, like, you need food to survive, and when you don't eat food, you'll get hungry. But, like, if you get tied up in a task and you're really deep down there, you're like, I'll come back to, you know, dealing with this later. And then you don't, and it's like, how did I skip food? This is one of the most basic human necessities. And I feel the same way with, like, when you're feeling powerless over your situation in the world. Maybe there is someone who is an idiot who has some power over you. Maybe, you know, like, maybe it's just right now, right? Like, there is no single person that can fix the situation the world has found itself in. We're in a situation that basically requires, you know, honestly, you know, it requires collective action from lots of collective peoples, we need collectives of collectives of collectives to solve the current issue that started sometime in late March. And, you know, the truth is that's, you know, anyone realistic can tell you it's not going to happen. So then what's the solution? The solution is like, well, that depends on where you live. It shouldn't. It doesn't make any sense that that's how it is. But that's how it is regardless. So it's easy to feel powerless and be like, wait, so we just all admit that things don't make sense? And someone goes, yep, that is precisely what we do. That is the strategy in this house. But when you feel powerless, it's just important to remember that, like, you know, there are a lot of things you don't have power over, that you don't have any control over, that will just happen. But there are so many things that you do have control over that you don't exercise that control. And one of those things, for example, is being hangry. You know, it's really easy. All you gotta do to not be hangry is just eat. But you don't. Just eat. You know, that's what I'm saying. That's my real message today. This whole live stream where we mine stone, it's just here to be like, hey friends, have you eaten recently? Give it a whirl. It's good for you. I think. I mean, it depends what you eat, actually. If you eat carb battery acid, that's probably worse for you than not eating at all. But if you eat most things that aren't carb battery acid, you'll be pretty good. Repetitive consumption is one of the downfalls of history, of humanity. I think the opposite way. I think repetitive consumption is the thing that has allowed us to get where we are today. Like, pretty much every... Also, do you see that? There's more lag facing this way than this way. If you're in 60 FPS right now, why is there lag facing this direction? Oh, it's all the villagers, I bet. Is this many villagers really enough to cause lag? Apparently it is. This way we're fine? Huh. Except they're fine when we look directly at them. Just not from a distance. Okay, this is a disastrous idea. But because they're all fishermen anyway, and who cares about fishermen? My genuine plan here is to kill all of these guys. What do you think, friend? Oh, wait, I've got a good idea. I'll push them into the hole. Yeah, that's all I have to do. I just make a pathway between them and the hole. Okay, so this is easy enough to do. We'll make them go around this way. And we'll just push them into the hole. It's a very simple solution with no moving parts. This is the weirdest little side project that I totally am in love with. We just make a direct path between here and the hole. We'll make it out of diorite and out of granite. And we'll just let them push themselves in the hole. That way I don't have to kill them, but they can die even though they have no value. But yeah, the repetitive consumption of humans is something that has led to many other downsides and upsides throughout history. And I don't know if all of those things are bad or good. I just know that some of them are definitely one of those things. Okay, so now we've definitely got a secured place. Now we just have to break that block, and now they can get out here. Break this one, and now look at that. Let's see how— oh, no, 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 no! Oh, no! Okay. So, okay, we've got a problem. So, all of these guys, though, they're just gonna push each other out, or they— well, okay, we had a good solution, and now we don't. And then what we just do is we— man, so many of these guys got out. How did I even make that mistake? How did I even not realize that that would happen? I don't know. One tiny mistake leads to many others. But now if you look at this, they'll just push each other off the edge. I'm pretty sure. So we'll make a little area over here for them. Make sure to shut that one off. And there we go. Look at that. We've got it. Eventually, these 3 villages will become 0. And now we have to run around and, like, kill these villagers with a sword, I guess. It'll reduce the villagers' favor of us, but why don't you kill them with lava? Yeah, we might just murder them, like, individually. It might have to be done. I don't want it to be done. Don't get me wrong, murder is not my favorite thing to do. But sometimes murder is the best choice. Very rarely is it the best choice. But this might be one of those moments. So, break the block that stops them from falling down. Well, nah. It's like what's your view on autocorrect? Duck autocorrect. That's what I think. Get a zombie to kill them. Why not just leave them in the mines? It's not the worst idea. It's just because I want them to have different job roles. Because a lot of them turn into fishermen when they're... wait, there must still be enough barrels for them to all be fishermen. So let's find the barrels around the village. And let's destroy as many as we can. Wait, yeah, there can't be that many barrels. Where are all these barrels at? Because there's like 15 fishermen down there. Also, there's a pillager raid at the bottom of this. You know, many concerning issues. One at a time, though, I guess. One at a time. This green tea with peach juice. Very tasty, would recommend. I feel like I'm being like, again. I feel like anyone looking at this is going to assume I'm sponsored by Arizona iced tea. So let me clarify right now that Arizona iced tea is not even from Arizona. What a scam. There we go. But, should we just go around and kill some fishermen? Like, how do we even have so many? I genuinely don't understand. Ugh. Yeah, we'll have to run around and just knock them over the edge, I guess. Let the pillagers kill them. Yeah, that might be, honestly, a great idea. If we give them no escape, and we give the pillagers a way up here. How do we get the pillagers up here? We make a staircase? Oh, that's too much effort. Pillagers can't climb a ladder. Can they go through water? I reckon they can go through water, right? Let's do it. The barrels are the ones you're using. That makes sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense. Maybe we have to, like, make the barrels, like, so high they're out of reach for villagers. Okay, is there a bucket of water in here? There's not. Of course there's not. A bucket of water in here. Somehow, also not. Although, while we're here, let's quickly... oh, look, they had a baby! Because one of their children died. Or one of the children of the village died. Doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is they have a child. and then that child becomes a farmer when he grows up. Wait, actually, let's make sure he has a little what are they even called? Like the crop planty thingamajiggies. He needs to have one of those with direct access. So let's build one. So we had wood in one of those things down there. Let's make that up here. Also, you know, let's just kill the villagers, get out of the village, and come back. And then we'll increase our village favorability by trading. So any, like, you know, you are a weaponsmith. We don't really need you. Oh, I guess we should leave them. No, the unemployed villagers definitely should die. We're taking an extreme hard line on our economic policy here today. And also we're going to get some wood out to make some crafty thingamajiggies. Okay, that's good. The child can jump over the pumpkin in that house. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to place like a half slab to stop him. And soon. Okay, first of all, we're going to grab as many of these blocks as we can to use as temporary little holding blocks. Because we're not using our precious stone on that. How many times have you died in this world, says Bonnie Pillow. Watch tomorrow's Let's Play, and you'll find an amusing answer. A lot more times than you might assume. Like, a lot of people never die, and by never die, I mean, like, you know, they don't need to die. But I came to the realization recently that, like, dying is, like, it's annoying and no one wants to do it. But it is a part of Minecraft. So, yeah, video I've actually, it's not, like, done, but, like, something I want to talk about is the Minecraft deaths soon. The ones that are avoidable and stuff like that. I think it's an interesting thing to talk about. Okay, so now we block this all the way up. And then we want to get as many of those guys. Ooh, there's someone through the wall. Or is that coming from, like... No, wait, where was that coming from, actually? Doesn't make sense, don't care. Okay, so now we get these guys in there, ideally. Here you go, friends. Now once we get them all locked up in the same area again, which... Oh, Lord. This is a lot of work. You know, I don't care anymore. And then we just make a little hole through there. And then we got little places for villagers to go. And eventually they'll walk over the edge. See, look, eventually there was 3 in there earlier. Now there's 2. I'm just saying. Doesn't take a lot to make that 1. Doesn't take a lot. Oh, they get killed by the pillagers even if they did survive. Okay, so you too, friend. You know, you might have enjoyed your time there. But let me tell you when I say I didn't enjoy it. Okay, you are unemployed. You're definitely going over the edge. Isn't it fun that you can just, like, slowly push them and just be like, hey, have you considered suicide? It's a great solution to financial problems. Okay, let's try the same over here. Make a little... You know, we'll just let them cross. And now we got more villager population freed up. So we'll have some little children born up above. How nice. How nice. Are you a pirate pushing villagers? Oh, I should have totally made a walk the plank reference. Don't know why I didn't. So ties the solution to every problem. Says it's yo boy that one guy. Technically speaking, right? I do agree. Someone said recently, like, you know, your perspective is from one who wants to be alive. That suicide is non-ideal. And, like, from the perspective, like, yeah, I guess you can always make a pro-suicide argument because it resets everything. And, like, but, like, that tells me that, like, for a lot of people, nothing is better than all the things that they have, at least in their heads. Also, the baby villager got out already, I think. So there goes that one. Did he fall? He fell in the hole, though. It's fine. He fell in the hole. Problem solved. Temporarily, at the very least. So, yeah, we want to keep on letting villagers breed. I guess the ones in the hole can breed. Sure, why not? Give them some food. Some potatoes, maybe. We got potatoes? We got potatoes. Throw some potatoes in the hole. And let's get some villager breeding going. I wish they encouraged killing villagers by getting them to drop loot. I think you're very much not meant to kill villagers. I think like, okay, it's that thing about Minecraft, right? Where the game is like very clearly 2 directions, the direction before a certain event and the direction after a certain event. And one of the interesting things about it is like, the direction of Minecraft now is like, oh yeah, we think that Minecraft shouldn't encourage you to kill people Minecraft shouldn't encourage you to kill animals. Every animal they've added since, like, I can't even tell you since when. It's since a long time ago. Has had the caveat of, you don't need to kill this ever to get its loot. Like, polar bears, do you need to kill them? No. Llamas, do you need to kill them? No. Rabbits, do you need to kill them? No. And so, you know, think about turtles, dolphins, etc. All these brand new mobs they're adding, you don't need to kill them. The only exception is the brand new hostile mobs. And even then, piglins, they're not worth killing. Hoglins are worth killing because they're like these monstrous things in the nether. But I think that's the only brand new mob in like, you know, like a few years that is deliberately worth killing. Actually, yeah, like there's no like, that's the only animal mob worth killing because everything else is like humanoid in some way. And villagers are meant to be like these like passive good guys, etc. And so, an interesting thing about Minecraft, to me at least, is that despite the fact that it got super popular because, you know, with all these features that are like, yeah, kill cows, use them, grind them up and make them into food, they're like, oh, that's kind of violent. We shouldn't be pushing that on people. But it's like, we're pushing that on people. Which one you're not doing as a game? You give people the choice to do it. Is what made things so successful. First, I get taxed. Love your channel, says Mr. Nice Guy. Thank you. Also, Ghetto says Stone. Why? Oh, because it's a stone mining stream. Okay, here you go, friend. We did it. We mined a stone block. I'm so happy. We did it, friends. Yet they still want you to commit genocide and a pregnant dragon. That is a little bit of a flaw in their thinking. Just a little bit of one. I always feel kind of bad when I'm slaughtering a ton of cows, says Mother Russia. I will too. Dolphins drop fish when killed, but they aren't fish. I think it's because there's like, you find the fish in their stomach, you like open it up, like Novell. It's kind of horrifying when you think about it, actually. You have fishermen because you have barrels on the ground. You have fishermen because you have barrels on the ground. Fishermen because you have barrels on the ground. Fishermen because of barrels on the ground, says Casey Dever. That was a high quality chat you just said right there. I almost felt like it was repetitive. 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 But I almost felt like it was repetitive. No, I totally know, like... But, like, there's way more fishermen than I have barrels. Also, I think we gotta make the barrels, like, inaccessible. Don't know what the easiest way to do that is. But I guess we gotta do it. Maybe if we, like, yeah, I reckon all we have to do is, like, break the blocks around here. So let's remove the stone. Maybe if we break these blocks and make the barrels inaccessible. And then make... Okay, wait. If we make, like, a little hole around the barrels. This might not work. This might be a terrible idea. But I want to try it. Will the fishermen suddenly stop being fishermen? Okay. So he's still a fisherman. But that's... Oh, no, I haven't traded with him either. So whatever barrel he's using, he can still access. It sounds like. Let's let this guy out of his little prison. Just to test on him, too. So, Mr. Fisherman... Can he still use the barrels? You know, should we just push him over? That sounds like the best solution to this one. New title, literally laughing at my own jokes for 90 minutes. I try my best not... You know, I wouldn't even say I made a joke recently. Let's be honest, that, like, thing I did there, not even very good. How are you doing today, Andrew, says his Mother Russia. I'm doing okay today, thank you for asking. No, I've had, like, a crisis of getting things done today. Like... I need to... Whenever I was like, okay, I've got to do this today. I don't actually have to do anything today. And every time I tried, it wasn't successful. And it's a reminder about, like, trying unsuccessfully to work is not a good thing. Like, sometimes, like, it's sometimes important to remember that, like, you know, taking breaks is good. Not only for the sake of, taking a break is not only good for the sake of your mental sanity or whatever stuff, but also for the sake of, like, getting things done. And yeah, I don't know. I just kind of felt like, what'd I really do? Nothing. I streamed a bunch of Minecraft dungeons. Some people like that. I don't know. 5 shall stream. That was a very long stream. By the way, thank you for sticking along through that. That was a journey we went on. That was a whole journey we went on. But, Yeah, I don't know. I've just been under a lot of like. Wait, actually, let me describe. I know. Also, they're still using their barrels. So now we just make the barrels an extra block lower, and then they should stop using them, right? If this doesn't work, then nothing ever will. Okay, do they unbecome villagers of the fishing type? Because they can't access their barrels anymore. Because I want to keep my stuff in barrels as opposed to chests, but I'm starting to think it might not be worth it. Okay, this is so dumb if they're still gonna continue. Okay, if they're using it while it's above their head, then these are the most committed fishing villagers I've ever seen. Oh, one of them just fell off the edge again. Well, that's a problem for them, I guess. So yeah, we also want to get them away from our pumpkin stuff because they'll jump on it and they'll cause some issues. Oh look, there's a baby village. Oh no, that's just a fishing villager from a while ago. Yeah, I don't understand. Why is it you have to break the barrels? I can't do that. I don't want to do that to myself. It would break my heart, and I don't want to break my own heart. I can't bring myself to break my own heart, so I won't break my own heart. Instead, what I'll do, I'll take this iron and this coal, actually. I've got a super furnace around here. If I make, like, a hopper, I could, like, transfer it all into chests. Maybe. That might be an okay idea. I definitely don't want to break the barrels. I refuse, friends. Try and make me break the barrels. Use your words again, chat. See how well that works. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to throw some of this coal in here. And then throw all of this iron in there. Take out these little iron nuggets. Throw them in here. And let's do this. Also, I've got a lot of shovels going on. Because I've been trying to make, like, armoring villagers. As you can tell. And that involves buying a lot of okay boots so that we can buy, like, a projectile protection chestplate. It's a really bad deal. Don't get me wrong. But now we got a 3 diamond chestplate that we can enchant if we want to. Also, do you hear zombies? Am I crazy? Where am I hearing zombies from? But yeah, we want to just keep on doing this with, like, all of the villager types. Slowly buying up until they give me fire protection 1, man. That is an expensive chestplate that he wants to sell me right there. I'm crying. OMG, the thumbnail you used was the sarcastic one I drew. It is, in fact. All I saw was barrel parkour. Why are you mining cobblestone ore? This is the question, isn't it? This is the question. But yeah, I've been, we've been at, like, the tail end of another, like, weird surge on YouTube. And at the end of these, there's always this, like, weird thing where you kind of, like, consolidate and see, like, okay, so what's really kind of came from this? And in this particular case, I don't know why, I just feel like the weirdest I have in a while about YouTube. Because the supportive voices are still there, but they're being drowned out more and more by the voices that are just, like, entirely indifferent to me as a human being, it seems. And that's, like, scary when you've got an audience full of people that don't care about anything you do or say. They're just like, it's about... And it makes sense that you should be that way. Like, you know, why would you care about someone making stuff on the internet? But the fact that it's, like, this ever-growing portion of people is, something that is, I don't know. It's a little bit terrifying, I guess. I think this is just YouTube as a platform as a whole, like, you know, it's always going to be more cool to... You know, this is a problem in the world as a whole. Not even a problem, I'd say. It's just a fact of the world. That it's always cooler not to care about things. It's always cooler, you know, I don't know. Cool is such a limited word for the situation. Cooler not to care about a certain thing. Any particular thing. Take an issue. The coolest stance is I don't care, man. Give me issues, chat, and I'll tell you why I don't care. And why that's the coolest stance. And, yeah, it's been, like, happening more and more on the YouTube thing of, like, there are people in here that think, you know, that would rather troll than have a thing, or, like, that, you know, they're just, like, here to try and get X reaction out of me. Like, your content's stale, you suck. It's like, what? Why are you here? What are you what are you trying to do, friend? And it's a constant faction to be cautious of. And every time you remind a certain, like, there's some people who are just there because it's like, it's the easiest default option. And there are some people who actively wish, like, some form of harm on, you know, like, YouTubers or whatever, you know, group you want to say. Because, like, man, you suck so bad. Do you care that there's increasing amount of love for pineapple on pizza, says Andrew January? Get out there, you're wrong. So, Kat, what do you think of the Yemeni civil war? I think that civil wars are generally bad unless they're the bad side is the one that's defending. Please mend, repair, or break that shovel. You know what? Let's keep on using it, I reckon. Let's just ignore the shovel. Let's leave it deep in the red. That's my plan. So thoughts on astrology? Dumb. Why do you put diamond armor in a blast furnace? It's the most logical thing to do, friends. So, Kat, when is the time you feel most lonely at? Actually, lonely isn't a feeling I've had in a long time. Maybe I've been lucky, but I've been, like, with someone most of the lockdown. Like, I have much more, like, my person is built for, like, I'm, like, way more set up as, like, a lone wolf than I am as, like, a person who does great around other people. I was a little socialized today. I went out and did a thing for, like, 3 hours. And even then I'm like, you know, I'm a little exhausted as a person. I don't know if I want to do this one too much more. Wow, I just finished episode 7 and I come back to this, says Maxva. You do in fact. You do in fact. Hello. Welcome to This Is a Thing. But yeah, we finally got ourselves all of the stone we actually need, by the way. Both of these shulker boxes are full. Plus, we've got some extra stone inventory, which is cool. In case you're curious, tomorrow's Let's Play is going to be focusing partially on that as a thing. You ever started recording a video and find it didn't start recording? Yeah, I got to like the end of an hour-long video, then realized, oh, I guess I pressed stop after I pressed start or something. And I think that was like one of the most... The pain and the yelling, I just like, ah.
I had barrels on the other side of a wall in what I thought was outside of the village area. I had a boatload of fishermen until I got rid of the barrels. Here is your allowance.
Thank you very much, Pookie Helms. Yeah, the villager profession thing's very, very counterintuitive in some ways. Like, you just think, like, it works like this, and the game's like, about that one. But yeah, I feel like we did pretty good today. Honestly, I could continue to mine stone, but I've made a big open area. I've got a lot of fishermen I don't need, which is maybe my problem more than the game's. I guess we should probably also remove all of this. Yeah, this is a mess. Let's get rid of this as well. But chat, you know, I'm going to ask you politely on this one. But, you know how yesterday we couldn't beat the last level of Minecraft Dungeons? I don't know if you do recall that. Today, I think we're going to go back and try and do it. Do you want to, right now, middle of a stream, should we hop back into Minecraft Dungeons, try and beat that last level? Or is that the opposite of what we should be doing? Get it? A boatload, a fisherman. You know, I missed that pun. I apologize, Pookie Helms, high quality. Yeah, why not? Beat the level. Yes, we should. Sure, why not? Let's do it. We're going to alienate, like, some portion of the stream. If right now you hate Minecraft Dungeons or you don't want spoilers because it's the last level, now is the time to hop away. But, yeah, I've been, like... The fact that, like, the game is, like, one of the things that's been on my mind a lot. It says really good things about Dungeon. The fact that, like, as I'm playing Minecraft here, I'm just like, you know what I could be doing? Could be playing some dungeons right now. It's a good sign that it's occupied my mental real estate this well. Personally, that sounds great. I would love to see it. Let's do it. Let's do it, friends. Yes. I don't want spoilers, so the last level is surprisingly unspoiling. Like, even Mojang Studios themselves were like, you know what? Make sure to watch out for spoilers. Like, let people know before you share spoilers. But I feel like the ending spoils 0% of the value of the game for me. So maybe that's just me. But yeah, I want to roll in that. I want to do this level. So first of all, let's throw all of these melons in a chest. Gotta have some more melon storage in there. Even these ones. We'll just grab a stack back out. So we can keep going back to that. And second of all, let's go play some Minecraft Dungeons. Just real quick. Because you know what? If we're gonna, since tonight's been like a weird, wacky time, let's have some fun at least, and let's play some Minecraft Dungeons. So we're gonna change the title real quick. Stone mining plus finishing dungeons on hard. There we go. Now we're safe. Now people can't be mad. Because there's always gonna be someone who joins just off that point and is gonna be like, so, what are you doing there, friends? What are you doing there, friends? By the way, I spotted something crazy about these cans recently. Most cans are angled in a way where, like, you drink this and etc. The way Arizona iced tea cans are angled is, like, when you're drinking from it, you're, like, perfectly advertising it to other people. Like, hey, this is some Arizona green tea. Sure is good. Tasty sip. Although if I look over here, I'm just showing off the label. But when I look, again, this is me taking a drink looking at the camera. Like, I just displayed to you the label perfectly. And the fact that that's how that is interesting to me. I came for the mining, says Playgul. I am very apologetic. I apologize profusely for this misleading campaign of just watching me. You know, instead of playing Minecraft Dungeons, do you want to watch my world save for 10 minutes, friends? I think that'd be a lot more fun. Oh, we had to end it. I almost want to play Pac-Man for a bit. Should we do it? Let's not do it. Let's not do it. Let's not get distracted from a distraction. Let's beat the final level of Minecraft Dungeons. It's sad that Dungeons is basically rubbish, says Obscurananius. I don't know why it's rubbish. I think the one thing they should have been more upfront with people about is how long the game is. Everyone's having a riot about the fact that it only takes like 4 hours to beat. But I wish they were just honest about the fact that, like, yep. Like, if they honestly having like story cutscenes and stuff, like building up like it is a story, is probably like the worst decision they could have made. Like, it's that thing about sometimes you can add something to something and make it worse. Like, even though those cutscenes took a lot of effort, they probably spent thousands of dollars getting them animated. I think it could have gone very well. I need an idea for my homebrew D&D campaign. Teleport everyone to a brand new island based on a Minecraft tiger biome. Boom. You're welcome. Union flag waistcoat. It's so hot in here right now that I think I would die if I tried that. So yeah, as you can see, we're level 40 now. And something else that's cool and changed is I found a new piece of armor that I'm hoping will hurt against bosses. Tell us an embarrassing Toy Cat story. One time, embarrassing, it hurts. One time I was meant to be streaming Minecraft, and then I switched to a game that I was obsessed with in the Minecraft universe. We're playing on a hard difficulty. This is the hardest level. I couldn't beat it yesterday. The boss insta-killed me. But my plan is, if you look at my gear, I've got the same sword as yesterday, the same bow as yesterday, etc. But my secret weapon, my secret weapon here, is the fact that I've got this thief armor now, which has a chilling effect on it. 60% reduced attack and movement speed. I don't know if it works against bosses yet, but if it does, I'm going to be in a seriously good place. So my plan is to use it and to win. Or I could use this, which has way more health and a lower artifact cooldown. I don't know for sure which one it's going to be yet. I just know that I want to try my best, and I want to beat the boss. So we're going to do it. 4 hours still a lot, plus has a decent amount of replayability. Yeah, 4 hours for $20 isn't a bad... Like, it's not a horrific deal, right? No one's like, oh no, that's $5 now is the worst price for a game. If you enjoy the 4 hours, that's the important thing. And the fact that, like, it's not actually meant to be played just through once. They need to be very clear about that. Like, once you beat it once, it's fun to play with friends. Okay, let's do it, chat. Let's beat the final level of Minecraft Dungeons. I believe in me.
But he can't have gotten far.
Oh yeah, spoilers. If you're gonna see spoilers if you keep watching. But again, it's not really a story game in my opinion. But if it is in yours, please do stop watching now. Even if you're just a little cautious. Better safe than sorry is a thing people say. Okay, we got 3 dudes not. I still love, by the way. So I've got a super strong sword. Everyone gets weak when they get near me, as we know already. But again, it just combining these things together, like the extra speed, plus the fact that enemies get slowed down when they're near me, plus the fact that, oh, I feel like we've got like the perfect build now for surviving the game itself. But the question is not, can we survive the game? Oh, the question is, can we survive the final boss? The insanely hard final boss, by the way. Oh yeah, 1 hit kill. Perfect. Oh, 3 of you on my side. And finish the rest of you. So yeah, you can see how like just by being near me, enemies get slowed down. Quite satisfying, all things considered. But yeah, we got this. What level are you on now? 41, as you can see in the bottom right, which is pretty nice level. I need to survive, but oh, I'm worried about my survival. So, as you can see, it's hard. The fact that I died that fast, super rough. I'm gonna save my lives for the final boss. You can see the lava glitches in the cutscene. I'm gonna watch the cutscene again. That's why I'm starting this again. Slothsters, thank you for the £1.64. So much for new gear. See, yeah, even with this brand new gear that I was really excited about, I'm still that smushy. Like, at this is just hard mode too. Like, there's a difficulty after this. This is what makes me think the game is going to be replayable. But then I wonder, like, once you've got the max level, is it worth playing again? That's what we're going to wait and see. A can of Arizona green tea and peach juice is cool and all, but how cool would it be if Twig had a fishbowl full of it? I've been meaning to get the fishbowl back. It's been a while, huh? Should we bring the fishbowl back for tomorrow? If we get the cutscene, it'll be worth it.
The Arch-Illager fled to the ramparts of High Block Castle.
I want to see the lava glitching, like people said.
Make haste and fight your way through to the highest tower. The Arch-Illager and his reign of terror ends tonight.
You know what, chat? I feel like you lied to me. Is it like the heat wave coming off it, maybe? People are talking about? So we can get 3 of you into friends, and we just power through the rest of you. You can see how, like, mushroom effect, plus, oh man, they get... Game's a little more freezy today, but, mushroom effect plus, like, fast attack, plus slowing down enemies is like a killer combo that allows me to stun them before they can even attack. It's nice to see. Oh, that is a weird one. Also, look how far they're being slowed down. When they go blue, that's them being slowed down by my armor. It's a nice world. Oh. And we just knocked it down. Perfect. Oh, didn't want to convert my side. That was a mistake. And yeah, the fact that even now, even these like kind of weak enemies take this much health, it's a reminder that it's a tricky thing to be doing. I demand the fish bowl specifically. It's been too long now. It's been too long. I've been drinking out a bit in my fridge, like it's just been filled with like water in the fridge for a while. It will be back in the streams very soon. I've done you all a disservice by not doing that. Ooh, a brand new weapon. Oh, it's just a claymore. Already got one of those, but mine has leeching built in by default. What does this operate? Oh, and the other key thing. This is something I've got to mention. When I drink a potion, I have 9 seconds or 7 seconds or something where I have minus 90% damage, which, as you can imagine, is like crucially important for surviving a boss fight. Because this boss can basically one-hit kill. Not if I drink a health potion, which I'd be doing if bad things happened anyway. Okay. Oh man, these guys are so hard to go distance. Well, I did it, I think. Just about. Oh lord. Okay. So we get him away from him. Actually, you know, just walk past this, guys. Just walk right past him. My favorite solution to a lot of this game is like, you know, you don't actually need to do anything you don't want to do. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Convert inside. Hi, just be kind, says Dreamcloud907. Thank you very much, Mr. Dreamcloud907. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday evening. Mine's been a little mixed, but I hope yours is good. I hope that your Sunday does nothing but flourish. You don't have to give money to be kind, but thank you for doing that and being kind. Like, I like the idea of wanting to do something nice. Because honestly, like, half the time, maybe this is just me, but like, when you spot that someone is like actually trying to do something nice, like based on what you want, like based on what they assume you would like, as opposed to like, you know, I'm just gonna do what I like to me, and I'm gonna hope that's what people will enjoy. I always find that to be a weird way of doing the same. I look away for 10 minutes and he stops mining starts. It's Joey Hill. I tricked you. I tricked you real good. Legend of Zelda Breath of Minecraft Dungeons. It's not a terrible title. I mean, it is. But still. Also, look at that guy at the edge there. He's so weirdly glitched. One hit and he's off the edge. Boom. That was technically 2. You're the best we can. You're the best we can. Yeah, I showed you. Okay, bouncy, 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 bouncy. Convert, and then do some. Again, the mushroom like attack speed, movement speed, crazy bonus combo with this sword with its crazy critical hits. It's just so fun. So if you haven't seen any Minecraft dungeons till just now, this is your first stream because a lot of people it is. I want to very briefly mention it's a dungeon crawling game. It's a Minecraft spin-off. And it's not out until Tuesday. That's when like you can play it. If you have Game Pass, it is free. If you don't have Game Pass, it is not free. Like many things on this earth. But the reason I want to mention it is because like a lot of people are like having like mixed opinions about the games already. And my real thought is like it's a game that's gonna be good for a lot of people. And working out, I feel like people who think it's for them and people like the people who it is for are not perfectly overlapping circles. And I want to mention that. Just to be very clear here. Oh, can't put check the okay. I think the key plan here is just not get overwhelmed by dudes. Easiest way to do that is just to chill here. Okay, do some explosions. Everyone loves explosions. Even jump over. And yeah. So yeah, this was the part that gave me like super hard issues the first few times. Hasn't killed me yet, so that's a good sign. Oh. Is there a way to see how many totems of undying we have, by the way? Oh, it is. If you look next to the health bar, I've got 3 of them left. What I like to see, drink a health bar, just on the safe side. Try and kill me, friend. You can't. And let my ticket taxes, Vincent Andrews. Thank you very much, Vincent Andrews. Okay, let's just do that. Kill. And kill. So much easier. You should play with friends to catch this Obscuranius. Right now, I'm actually playing with 100% of my friends. Like, they're all in the game right now. You get it? There are none of them. No, I've considered like maybe fun to like dive into this with another YouTuber at some point. But we'd have to wait and see. I don't know. I'm not a big social gamer. I think I said this before and earlier. But the reason, like, even though Minecraft, when they sent out the keys, they're like, plays with friends, we think it's a great experience to play that way. Hey, thank you, Pygold. Like, for a lot of people, this is a great multiplayer experience. I hope you're doing wonderfully today, Pygold. Like, for a lot of people, this is their, like, oh, that multiplayer experience that maybe they want or they're looking for, whatever. But also, like, you don't have to be in multiplayer to enjoy it. I don't personally feel like, I forgot we had the seconds of invulnerability. Okay, so we just gotta keep on slamming into the back of them. We don't actually need to kill the redstone golem. I'm just trying to practice my skills here. Every time we usually do this, we just kind of skip past them. It's a lot more fun that way. Slam back instead. Oh, and basically almost died. We're gonna wait for the health regeneration potion just to be on the safe side right here. But at least you give an honest, non-biased opinion. Yeah, and I feel like the important thing is also like, if you also are going to be playing this without friends, it's like seeing seeing the game played by someone playing with friends isn't a perfectly accurate experience if that's not how you intend to play it up. So I've got 90% damage reduction right now, so I can just like tank it basically. Oh. Until this ends, which is right now, but it's okay. So I'm hoping, oh, Slayer crossbow, heck yeah. 410 damage, powerful shots, chance to ricochet. That might be what I need to finally get this done. Yeah, we get more shots too. Okay, chat, we finally got a crossbow. It has fuse shot as well. Every 5th shot we can deal 100% damage. Or we can get tempo theft. Or we can get extra attack speed, or 5 arrows at once. That sounds like fun. Oh, and it has 3 enchantments. So gravity, or just, no wait, we want, definitely gravity is our 3rd enchantment. Definitely fuse shot, I feel like, compared to stolen speed. Welcome to Seed Sunday, the weekly series where I show you nuts and seeds, which is particularly nice, although I'm trying the ice cream in some way. Very nice, Harriet Riddle. I hope you enjoyed Seed Sunday today. It was a nice one, was it not? And then we'll put on a Wild Rage. Chance to send it into a rage, making it hostile towards everyone. You know what? It won't work against bosses, so we won't keep it. Instead, we'll just go multi-shot, sure. Multi-shot with bombs, with other things. That sounds like a good combo. So we'll have every 3rd shot, sure, why not? Actually, we want this upgraded as well. Oops. Well, that's fine. And now we've got ourselves, hopefully, the perfect combination of a great crossbow. Actually, I'm going to try out the crossbow. Let's give it a whirl. Over here. Let's see how this one goes. So, yeah, this is the hardest level in the game. It gave me a bunch of issues this time, right? Oh, yeah, it ties them together. And then also, it's sometimes explosive. Oh, it's explosive a second after, which is actually not as good as it sounds. Whatever, I'll deal with it. Redstone Golem. Same issue where he's trapped behind a wall, but we can hit him on the other side of it. Love this issue. One of my favorites. Just keep slamming it. Literally just mining stone. Sounds like something on a watch. That's a spot. I'm sorry for lying to you of the Minecraft dungeons. This is the worst crime I've ever committed. And I want to pay for it. Such an OP exploit. The fact that it's worked like multiple times now is kind of amusing to me. Oh, yeah. The fact that like we can do that pretty consistently. The redstone golems are really, really hard to kill monster, but it's the most like folly to that sort of issue. Okay, let's also kill the pig. We got it. Ooh, we got it. Get a new crossbow. Get some shock powder. That's a new item. 5.2 seconds of stun duration. And then you get to make a swift exit. I'll use this on the boss. Again, I don't know if it will work. But if it does, we've got ourselves a solid solution. Go this way. Go over here? Question. Why did the game guide me this way? That was a bad idea. This way? Okay, I think it's a good way. But yeah, so, it also says finishing dungeons. That's, you know, that's true. I'm basically immune from... Oh god. I love a good explosion. And that was definitely a good explosion. So yeah, we need to get out of here. And fast. Okay, and now. And fast. Yeah, I think I'm gonna die. Pretty sure and... Oh, there we go. Leech our way back to health. So glad I didn't die. I need to keep all these lives if I'm gonna have a chance against this end boss. And that's okay. And speaking of things that are okay, hello, I'm the X-Toy Cat. And we are gonna need these arrows. And we'll just send those dudes off to do some stuff. Okay, we're in the last, like, quarter of the level now. Whew. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for the demolishing that is coming my way. After another redstone golem. You know, I love you, redstone golem. Should we do it again? Yeah, sure. Drink the potion and just, like, tank for a bit. This is a cool reminder that we can probably just tank for a decent amount of time as well, while we have that potion. Like, that effect by itself might save us. So that's nice. As a reminder. Oh, okay. Speaking of things that would be the nicest reminder of my life. It would be great to have back right now. Ooh, yeah, we are kind of stuck. This is why you shouldn't make him follow you. Okay. If we just walk past real fast. Okay, we're good. We're alive. Oh no, we hit a mine. God. That mine didn't hit me. I'd like that to be on record. Just officially. But whatever, it's fine. Now I'm too committed to this to like leave the fight. Love your videos, keep up the good work. Love for you. Thank you, Chapter Games. Appreciate it, Mr. Chapter Games. Pound fruit, pound fruit. Drink the potion, stay alive. Get that XP going. Can even let the mines explode now, because like, what are you gonna do to me? I've got 90% damage reduction. Whew, we're alive, literally 1 second, dead. You know, things that didn't age well. Has another thing to add to the pile. There's another redstone golem. This one's pretty far away. We can attack at a super distance if we want to. Or we could do the exact same thing. I don't actually want to attack it. Okay, change my mind, change my mind, change my mind. Oh, hit a mine. Oh, and there's another one. So there's 2 redstone golems, which I am inconveniently stuck between. Yep, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Problem solved by not solving it. Which is my favorite way to solve problems, by the way. Ooh, so I'm a bit late. What's your loadout? So I've gone back and forth a whole bunch of times playing this game. But right now, the loadout I use, not because I think it's the best, but because it seems... Oh. The loadout I use is not because it works best, it's because it's like... Oh! No! Not a second death. Also greeting from Germany, ooh. See, even the level itself. This is the only one that, like, consistently kills me no matter what I try. Which is cool. It's like a challenge. I love it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show the game who's boss. Oh, Lord. Convert you to my side. Okay. Easiest way to kill all the monsters. Make them your friends. Okay. Need this health potion. Oh, yeah. Really good. But, gotta keep tanking, gotta keep tanking. Can't tank anymore, can't tank anymore. Just gotta slow them from a distance instead. But yeah, so, my build right now is basically all based on, in some games it's called leeching, in some games it's called, health drain. Basically, every time I kill something, I get a certain percent of its health back. I think it's like 4 or 5 or something. It was 8, and now it's something less than that. So every time an enemy dies, I get health, which means I can go in there. I take less damage than I should because of my armor. Okay. I'm vaguely alive. Please stop killing me. Kill him instead. You know, I'm just gonna drink the potion. Do the tanking again. I think it's crucial. I think it's real crucial. But yeah, it's based on like, so I take down, I get some of the health back, so I can just keep charging through basically for speed reasons. I've got a speed potion in terms of like physical speed. I've got a DPS potion, which is handy, and then I'm very much built around random effects that are super powerful. So my bow, as you can see, sometimes fires 5 arrows, sometimes fires explosions. My sword does critical hits every 3rd hit, which are like 3 times damage, so it does a lot of damage sometimes. Like a lot of damage, like in the thousands. You can see it does like red damage things. Oh, Lord. And yeah, that's the entire way of the build. And I'm hoping it's enough to beat some Minecraft elements. Because I really want to try this game on like Apocalypse, but to be on Apocalypse, we have to beat it on this thing first. Also, we actually totally can get across here, because there's a thing over there. Hey, look at that. Just have to do another one of those. We found a secret, friends. It was only 5 emeralds. But what if the real 5 emeralds was the friends that we made along the way? I'm going to keep saying that now. I enjoy that phrase. Every time it comes up, I'm like, no regrets. Whew. So there is a boss fight coming up, so I guess we should be switching out to our gear we want to have around then. I think the extra DPS might not be as good as a stun. Actually, not. Totem of shielding might be the better thing than this. We'll have to decide when we get there, basically. But we've got a hard fight coming up. We've only got 1 regeneration available. So let's drink a health potion now. Be extra kind of safe on this one. And let's do it. I missed a castle, says Ice Maiden. Again, if you don't want to see the final boss fight, now is your moment to turn back, friends. Now is your moment where things are going to turn around. Potentially. But, oh no. There's a spooky boss fight. Whatever will I do? I don't know what I can do, that's for sure. Actually, I don't want the boss fight. Okay, so the Arch-Illager. There's a whole bunch of things. Okay. Oh, okay. And my whole plan is just to use his own enemies against him. I think it's to avoid his hits, we go this way around. And then when he does that, we just kind of tank some more. And when we jump some more, damn it. he's slippery, I see. We'll fire some explosive shots at him. Just like, oh lord. Do. Welcome, by the way, to the membership club, friend. And then the plan is to gravity pull them together and let those explosions do the rest of the work. Explosions and gravity. Combine them together. And you're in a good place. Oof. So wow, look, I finally did the boss, friends. Are you proud of me? This is totally the end right here. There is nothing coming after this, that's for sure. Oh lord, need to finish some of these guys just to get some health back. Okay, so wow, we did it, friends. Boss fight's over now. Whole boss. Never coming back ever again. Nothing more happening here, that's for sure. I'm actually going to wait around just a little bit to let my potion regenerate before I go into this next stage. Just for fun here. And then we'll finish the villager off with an explosion. All of his dudes die. We did it, friends. He's over. Except we know that. There's this insane challenge where he fires. Oh, okay. So we drank a potion, so now we can just charge in the center here. I think. Okay, no. Even with this 90% reduction, it's still not okay. 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 Things are not fine. Things are not fine. Okay. And then he runs around as a spider, throws some more explosions. My potion just regenerated. Did you just call me friends? Okay. I forgot. I honestly think this is a... No! I had a potion! I was even using the potion that moment. I think this is a fight that's going to come entirely down to arrows. Like potion, arrow, magic, etc, etc. That boss is madness. This fight gets so intense so quickly. Don't fail it again, Toy Cat. Rip. So you know when you said don't fail it again? I misunderstood. I thought you said fail it again. And I was like, oh, you know, for my man, I can totally do that. Yeah, I just... I think we have to be... Oh, if we get one more power level, which we can probably do by just equipping a better tool, temporarily. This goes down to 1 point... No, we're still at the same power. Maybe if we equip another high quality thing, like 50... 63, there we go. Now it's 1 point normal difficulty. Maybe the relative challenge goes down. I don't know if that's actually how that works at all. But I'm hoping the level starts easier now, potentially. IBX Toycat songs pretending to be you on Tinder. I mean, if you go on Tinder and you find a YouTuber, it doesn't take a genius to work out. They're like, maybe that's not real. Like, if you fall for it, like, sure, whatever. But it's the same thing when people send email. Also, by the way, Chapter Games, thank you for not only becoming a member, but also becoming a support cat. Welcome to the club, friend. Buy some more stuff from the blacksmith. Okay, now we've switched out our armor. We're gonna put this back on. Our power level goes down. That is no concern for us. Also, let's see what the stunning effect does. I know what it should do. So it stuns things for a while. Actually, it doesn't stun things for very long. I think my current ability is better. Just not for the second phase of the fight. Yeah, for the second phase of the fight, it obviously makes sense to switch to something else. So let's go ahead and let's change that to that. Maybe for the second phase of the fight, if this actually works, by the way, this would be amazing for the... Whatever, you know. We'll think about it later. For now, let's just get this done. So, Toycat, why don't you buy more stuff from the blacksmith? I honestly think that right now we've got, like, the perfect sword we need. We've got, like, the perfect armor effect. You know, that 9 seconds where we don't take damage, basically, or we take 90% of damage. That's really powerful. It's like, that's the good stuff. So I feel like maybe a better crossbow, but we just got a super nice crossbow. So I don't know what we could get that would significantly change things. You are now both my friends. Oh wait, we're gonna go back and get the TNT. Just for what's coming up next. Yeah, I don't know how we can like significantly change things. Run in. And then we'll drop the TNT. Oh god, none of them got hit by it anyway. Oh, I got hit by it without anyone else getting. Oh, damn. Amateur mistake. Amateur mistake. Luck and perfect. It's been so long since I've had a video game level that challenged me this hard. And the fact that it's Minecraft Dungeons, like this is my like marketing message to the world. Like, this is a hard boss fight as it turns out. I left, I came back to Minecraft Dungeons. Toycat is addicted to Minecraft Dungeons. I'll admit, I totally am. I don't know the longevity, don't know the long term of how this all works. But for now, at least, it has done a good job. Let's see what we get. Short bow, gauntlets, no. Thief armor again, but just higher power level. So theoretically, given that right now we're using 55, if we can get that same effect, which we can't, again, it's a rare effect to have, and it's better to have armor that's lower level with a better effect. Which is why we haven't switched to this, because it doesn't have that same... Actually, it kind of does. It has Final Shout. It's nowhere near as good. I want that potion effect before I consider switching armor. So instead, we disenchant all the stuff that's not that. And this random crossbow and this random short bow. Maybe a better artifact would help me, though. Like Corrupted Beacon, no. Fishing Rod, no. Fishing Rod, no. Harvester, no. See, these things don't help me with the boss. Fireworks Arrow maybe would. You can make an argument. But otherwise, it's just like, I want the Iron Golem one, actually, so maybe it's worth going for it. Lightning Rod. Okay, maybe that's something. 96 to 962 artifact damage. You could maybe see that going somewhere. For everything else, it's just like, don't really need. Just disenchant and get barely any of the stuff we put in there. So fishing rod, sad. Corrupt. These gauntlets are dumb. Let's go. Let's just fight. Let's get this done. Except we have to put on the armor first, just in case it does lower the difficulty. Because it sounds like it does. OMG, you're still streaming. Thanks. Wow, gosh. Yeah, when we beat this, it'll be great. This will be the end right here, friends. Will your channel turn into a Minecraft Dungeons one? Nah. This is just like a fun little live streaming side project. Because there's no way that Minecraft Dungeons has the same longevity that Minecraft does. Like the fact that even though I didn't see myself playing Minecraft in 10 years, I could see myself playing it in 1. I struggle to see myself playing Minecraft Dungeons every day in a week from now. I would love to be wrong on that. I just don't think that I am. I mean, most people don't think they're wrong. That's the fundamental flaw in the way we see things, I guess. Just run right through these guys. Turn around from this side. Oh god. See, when we can start doing this again, that's how we know if we're finally back in the driving seat. Okay. Okay, drink the health potion, start tanking, and everything's okay. See, this is the power of that health potion effect. Just the ability to not take damage for a while. Turns out it's pretty good. I would have bought it. But this level definitely has the biggest technical issues of any level. I guess it's the last one, so it's the least like playable. And maybe that's why. But it's interesting to see, right? Okay, third arrow has an explosion on it. And now we can just finish this guy straight up. Nice. Health potion is the most useful artifact in the game. Is there an artifact that gives you an actual health potion? If there was, I would give anything for it. Like, if I could have a second health potion on another cooldown that had the same effect of like reducing damage, I would be invincible. I would literally be invincible. There would be no question. Oh god. Just wreck you. Nice and simple. So my plan is to get to the end boss with like all my life's intact, by the way. I say as I almost die. But my plan is just to get there with all my life's intact. And that way I can afford to just use my potion each time, tank a bunch of damage, use the arrows, the best their effect. And that alone is a lot of my strategy. Oh man, 64 heavy crossbow. That is a powerful bow. That is a very powerful bow. And it has the same weight. Does it have accelerate over there? No, rapid fire. It has gravity and it has explosive shot. It's not free in shots, but it is nice. Those knights from recent. Yeah. I think it's a sign of the difficulty that they spawn them in like a bunch. And I think the next difficulty level will be like basically all bosses. I really want to see it. That's most of why I want to beat the game. Like, what is that next difficulty? I need to know. Hey, thank you, Moo. Moo is hi, Moo. Moo is you know, Moo. No one else has built such a successful brand around the simple concept of what noise does a cow make? What if that was my YouTube name? So, fair play to yourself for that. Oh. I really want to believe there's some way to skip those gates, because they activate the moment you try to go through them. Just to be extra mean to you. Okay. Okay, just keep going. Good. Okay. I'm alive. Again, these fights that used to be like game, almost like run ending, are getting more and more trivial when we do them. Which is a good sign. It's a sign we're doing this. Okay. It's a sign we're getting better. It's a sign we're getting more capable. And that the game will let me do this. What would happen if you jump off the castle? Will your life get low? If you jump off the castle, which you totally can do, you just lose some health. It's kind of like falling off the track in Mario Kart. It's like the closest comparison I can make. Where like, it's not ideal. It slows you down. You lose some coins. But in Mario Kart, you don't die, you know. It'd be funny if you did. I think it's a total tragedy that you don't. Okay, oh yeah, love it. Good explosion. Okay. Come on, friends. Please stop. I find this very rude. Go to my side, each other. Run in. Oh man. Like every time I get a red, that's critical, by the way. 2,617 damage. If I can get like 5 of those criticals in a row, like I just did there against the boss, that's a GG situation. I think you'll find. So run through here. Yeah, again, which one even go? You know, why do we need to? The game gives me no reason, so I'd say I will not. Although here we'll do. A lot of enemies. Might as well get some health. And that is the power of the health potion with that armor buff. If you buff your health potions, things go very well. Not gonna kill the redstone golem because we just got other things we need to focus on, and he killed me last time, which is not ideal. We're all here for the boss. That's the challenge. Let's make it happen. Let's see if we can get through this one actually. Oh, we don't have our health potion, so probably a bad idea. Try even. Yep, definitely a bad idea to try. Okay, get some of you guys on side, and then spam the little ones. Oh, get the pig in there as well. Oh, the pig's on my side. I don't know how that works. I guess the pig wants it now. Okay, drink potion. Get all the pig loot. Get out of there. Oh, okay, we cannot get out of there. Oh, the evoke was being enchanted. What a crazy situation to be in. One hit kill. One hit kill. Convert to my side. It's crazy. We've gone to the stage where we're like able to selectively kill things again. Oh no, no we're not. No we're not. Shouldn't say it. Every time I get like super convinced of my ability to just like run through things. The game's like, nope, this isn't normal difficulty anymore. Can't be doing any of that right here. Can't be doing any of that. Well, you can. It just is a very bad idea. And it's so hunted. Okay. Health potion up. Once we're health potioned up, we can start tanking things again. Okay. Okay, we've got 2 lives now. As long as also look at the crossbow. The pillager was dead, but he was like shaking his crossbow. That is horrifying. Hopefully this is a brief reminder. But yeah, like two of those lives. I'm praying together that's enough. Getting addicted to anything new in life is really interesting. Because like, video games aren't like inherently enjoyable, right? But certain ones manage to hook into your like psyche a lot better than other ones. And I often wonder like why that is. Like, why are some games more enjoyable than others? And I've never come to like a satisfying answer. Yeah, some games are this, that, the other. But I think the thing that this does well is that it makes you feel like you're always improving. Because I almost feel like, in the modern world at least, one of the most human desires is the desire to be better. The desire to improve. Like, who doesn't want to be better today than you were yesterday? You'd be weird if you didn't. Who's like, you know what, actually, I'm pretty great now. I've reached my peak for the entirety of life. And that's kind of that. That's why, like, so much of my channel is, like, you know, advice videos. Because, like, yeah, people want to get better. Here are some things that help me. And the way the game... Oh, I don't know why I just tried to do right there, but it did not work. Oh, we found a new element, by the way. Look at this, it's an iron golem. Or redstone golem. That's fine. We just have to make sure that we get away from the golem fast enough for him not to do some stuff to me. Okay, we're good. As long as the redstone golem doesn't follow me up here and jump and stuff, I feel pretty confident. Yeah, he can't get me, okay. Very happy with that, to say the least. Oh, gotta keep on swinging back and forth there. But we're good. I feel like super chatting has gone down in recent days since Liam Farrell. Yeah, I think because we've been doing much longer streams, I think like the super chat, the tipping rates, etc. down. It's I know it's one of those reminders about like why streaming is something I do much more sporadically. It's like I think if this was my only income, like people tipping, right now I'd be like, hey, do you want to tip and remind me? You know, give me some of that sweet dog. And I feel like that's not the best content in the world. I tried to, stay pretty, not neutral, but like pretty. I try not to mention it too much about like, how many people are tipping or not. I try to let people just be like, you know, whatever you want to do, that's what you should do. If you like something, sure, give it a tip. If you can't tip, you know, pro tip, you don't have to. And I feel like that's a much better system. Like, if we don't get enough tips this hour, I'm ending the stream. Oh, I'm gonna die. We'll just hide in this little corner right here. So yeah, I might genuinely die. We'll be fine. They're all using crossbows, and they don't seem to know that I'm through a wall right now. Ah, there we go. We can get some health back. Only some of it, though. Oh, okay, that was close. That was a real close one. Ooh, another swiftness potion. Just keep on running. Got our health potion ready. You got some more regeneration going. Okay, chat. 2 lives. And we got a level up, which can potentially happen. I'm ready to do this boss fight. Let's go. It's reverse psychology. If you think about it, reverse psychology is actually just does that make sense? Some would say yes. Some would say no. Who were the right people? Guess we'll never know. See, my plan is to use a lot of arrows on him now. And then, plans to use some arrows on him now, I guess we should say. Okay, just charging there. Do most of it in physical. And then we're gonna switch out. Okay. Okay, so that's all done now. Our health potion's gone. We can do most of this with just... We only got one of the one of the crossbow dudes on the side. That's not ideal. I think it goes without saying. Oh no! Why did we die on the first bit? Why am I so... I've got to always, like, know when to play it safe and when not to. And I... Oh god, no! Okay, it's fine. So that's what happens when we fall off the edge, by the way. It's very, very dangerous. Shouldn't be doing it. If you can avoid it. Okay, jump over the edge. Oh, dangerously close right now. To the brink. Okay. We're gonna get our health up to max. And then we're gonna also... Before we go any further, we're gonna get health to max. And then we're gonna wait for our health potion to regen as well. Just to play it extra safe here. Because we can finish him anytime we like with just one crossbow bolt. It's so easy, just don't die, bro. Full damage. Yeah, full damage is a thing. Again, it hurts. It's not ideal. Wouldn't choose it if I had the option to. Well, let's get the shield going. So now I've got a ton of shielding. There's no health benefit to this. Okay, so it does block his current projectiles, so it works on bosses. Although I wonder if the next fight counts as a boss in a bigger sense than this one. Okay. So the next boss fight's begun. All of those current dudes are dead. We've got a shielding. We've got a potion. Between those things, we should be good, right? Okay. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Go. Oh yes, it works. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Okay. It vaguely works. It works against some of the stuff. Not all. Okay. If we're about to die like right now, we'll just dive right in there. Okay, we can't attack those. Oh, damn. We found him, though. We found him. Whew. Okay, gotta be ready to press B. No! It killed me through the shield. So I guess there is something doing physical attack in there just to make this not OP, maybe. But yeah, we are not doing a good job right now. But we are attacking through there. Okay. Scary stuff. Scary stuff. Okay. Come on. Okay. He's gonna do the same craziness where he spins around. Come on. Oh, so close. Oh, come on. Yeah! Oh. I had no health potion. I was dead the moment my shield faded. Oh. I was so sure I was gonna die there. I was like, okay. The next strategy though, with more lives, I could totally do it. That was a lot. That was too much, some could even say. No ending skip this time. We did it.
The Arch Illager, the enemy of the villagers, was defeated.
Again. Oh no, is it just the same cutscene? You don't get a... I was hoping it'd be like, for the second time.
Great heroes saved the day and vanquished evil.
We did it. We vanquished the evil. Congratulations, Mr. Toy Cat. Thank you so much. That was a, what is the word? A mess of a fight.
It wasn't.
Oh no. Somehow, this happened again, chat. I'm almost starting to believe that saving the Arch Illager is not a good idea. And that maybe it keeps on happening. So we're getting more stone or what? Hey, wait. I think that, it's a Sunday evening, we've just passed midnight. I think the most important thing we need to do is, like, just take a chill break, Then I can spend tomorrow like getting back on the video thing, which I haven't been doing for a few days and probably should be. I still feel bad like missing a video on Saturday. Like things you shouldn't worry about as a YouTuber. That is one of those. But yeah, there's still those. I opened 0% of the chest there, but that's not what's important. What's important is what's inside this chest. Oh, it's wonderful wheat. And we finally got Apocalypse difficulty, which means now, guess what? We can play on Apocalypse. And so now Apocalypse, you can see how like recommended power 68. Everything is so much harder. 9.8 times difficulty. And just to show you what it's like actually, just for fun, let's see Apocalypse 6. So now that same level we just did, but on Apocalypse difficulty is significant. Try the first level of it. I think we clearly need to level up to even stand a chance, maybe. That's my current theory. 2.5 times sounds... Like, 2.5 times difficulty is so much harder than even, like, the hardest things we did in the first level. But just to show you that 9.8 times difficulty is... we're gonna die. You're dead. The question is, how far can we make it through the level without upgrading any gear, getting any levels, etc.? Okay, so these enemies have a lot of health. Okay, so they can't get in, right? Oh, okay, they can get in. Oh, Lord. Okay, look at this, friends. I got this. I got this. You just gotta... Oh my god, they got so much health. So it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. I don't know how this is ever gonna cause me any challenge. Oh, I got 2-hit killed by the first 2 enemies. That's okay though. We'll just spawn in. Yeah. 2 critical hits isn't enough to kill them, which is worrying. He spawned inside some barrels, so that's my big plan here. You know, let's just keep luring them together. Okay. Oh my god. I've got so much health. Okay, this is the normal dudes. This is the big shield dude who has so much health on. Okay, so we just sit here and we chip away forever. Oh, and he 1-hit kills us. So, in other words, I don't think we'll be... if we have a health potion, so 90% damage reduction, by the way. Okay, he can kill me in like 7 hits instead of 1. Wait, 3, 4. Okay, no, the health potion right now. So in other words, we need to grind a lot if we intend to do this again. And we might just be doing an Apocalypse playthrough on Monday, Tuesday. I'm not sure. I don't know days or concepts. But thank you for watching as I beat Minecraft Dungeons the 2nd time. And we're going to need to get insane armor, insane weapons, insane everything. And that's what the game is all about. Also, just for curiosity, I need to know. We beat the game a 2nd time. Did the drawbridge lower? This time, maybe? It did not. I want to know what's through there. But I guess I just won't. Maybe somewhere else there's something? Oh. More concerning lag. Maybe if we go this way, some more chest spawns or something along those lines. I want to know, is there like more reward, more benefit? Maybe it gets longer. Eventually, maybe the Nether portal lights up. I want to know about all these things and many more. But for now, thank you for watching today's video thing. I hope you had a great one. I did. And yeah, I intend to... This game's obviously gonna be very important for the next few days. But if you like normal streams, don't worry, they'll be back too. But more importantly than that, we've got a lot of grinding to do to beat even the most basic of levels. And it sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun, in my opinion. But you know what my opinion is? Fact. Okay, goodbye.